Navigating MSPI, a comprehensive guide for mothers. Written by Jana Stevenson. Narrated by Araceli Gote. Introduction. The purpose of the book. The purpose of this heartfelt and informative audiobook is to provide a guiding light and a source of comfort for mothers who are bravely navigating the complex and often overwhelming journey of managing milk soy protein intolerance, MSPI, in their infants. As a mother, your love for your child knows no bounds, and it is only natural to feel a deep sense of responsibility for their health and well-being. In this audiobook, we share a wealth of knowledge and understanding about MSPI, as well as the practical tools and insights needed to confidently face the challenges that lie ahead. Our goal is not only to educate, but also to offer unwavering support and reassurance during this challenging time. As you listen to this audiobook, you will gain a comprehensive understanding of MSPI, its symptoms, diagnosis, and management strategies. We will guide you through the intricacies of the MSPI diet, alternative feeding options, and the crucial milestones of introducing solid foods and eventually reintroducing dairy and soy. To further humanize and provide emotional support, this audiobook also shares powerful and inspiring personal stories from other mothers who have faced similar struggles. These mothers generously share their experiences, triumphs, and setbacks, allowing you to connect with their journeys and find solace in the knowledge that you are not alone. Their stories will not only inspire you, but also offer practical advice and tips that you can apply to your own unique situation. Moreover, this audiobook emphasizes the importance of community support and resources. It provides guidance on how to build a strong network of fellow parents, healthcare professionals, and other experts who can provide assistance, encouragement, and understanding as you navigate the challenges of MSPI. This book can be an invaluable source of strength and shared wisdom, helping you to overcome obstacles and celebrate successes along the way. B. Author's personal struggles with MSPI. As the author of this audiobook and a mother myself, I want to share my personal journey with MSPI, as I know firsthand the confusion, frustration, and heartache that comes with this challenging experience. I remember the sleepless nights, the endless worry, and the feeling of helplessness as I struggled to understand what was causing my precious baby so much distress. Navigating the world of MSPI was not an easy path for me. I faced a barrage of conflicting advice from doctors, and finding a suitable formula felt like an impossible task. The overwhelming uncertainty and the desire to provide my child with relief led me to become my own advocate, diving deep into research and self-discovery to finally uncover the root cause of my child's discomfort, MSPI. Through trial and error, determination, and countless hours of reading and learning, I was able to develop a plan to manage my child's MSPI. Gradually, I started to see improvements in my baby's health and well-being. As a mother who has walked this path, I know the emotional roller coaster you might be experiencing right now, and I want to reach out a hand to you to let you know that you are not alone. In sharing my experiences, struggles, and triumphs, my hope is to offer a sense of comfort and reassurance to other mothers facing similar challenges. I want to provide you with the knowledge, resources, and practical tips that I wish I had known when I first embarked on this journey with my child. I want to be your guide and your confidant, walking beside you as you navigate the complexities of MSPI. So, as you listen to this audiobook, please know that my words come from a place of deep understanding, empathy, and compassion. I truly believe that together, we can overcome the challenges of MSPI and provide our children with the care and comfort they need to thrive. In this journey, you are not alone, and I am here to support you every step of the way. C. Importance of early knowledge and support. As a mom, I know how much we all want the best for our children. We want to provide them with the love, care, and support they need to grow and thrive. And when it comes to dealing with something as challenging as MSPI, having early knowledge and the support of a strong network can make a world of a difference. The importance of early knowledge about MSPI cannot be overstated. By learning the signs, symptoms, and potential triggers, you'll be better equipped to recognize what's happening with your baby and make informed decisions about their care. The more you know, the more confidently you can approach conversations with healthcare professionals, friends, and family, advocating for your child's needs and ensuring they receive the support they require. Imagine being able to identify the cause of your baby's discomfort early on and working with your pediatrician to create a plan that brings relief and well-being to your little one. This can only happen if you're armed with the right information, which is why I've poured my heart and soul into creating this audiobook. But knowledge alone is not enough. As you navigate the challenges of MSPI, it's essential to have a strong support network by your side. This includes healthcare professionals who understand MSPI and can offer guidance and reassurance, as well as friends and family members who can provide emotional support, encouragement, and understanding. When you're feeling overwhelmed or exhausted, it's comforting to know that there are people you can turn to for advice or simply to lend a listening ear. And, as you'll learn in this audiobook, there's also a whole community of fellow moms who have faced similar challenges and who can offer a wealth of experience, empathy, and practical tips. So, let's embark on this journey together. Let's equip ourselves with the knowledge we need to make informed decisions and advocate for our children. Let's lean on the support of healthcare professionals, friends, family, and our fellow moms, knowing that we're not alone in this struggle. With the right information and support network, we can successfully navigate the challenges of MSPI and ensure the best possible outcome for our precious babies. D. Reassurance for readers. As you listen to this audiobook, I want you to take a deep breath and know that you are not alone in facing the challenges of MSPI. Believe me when I say that countless mothers have walked this path before you, and we're all here to help guide you and cheer you on every step of the way. Sometimes it can feel like you're the only one dealing with this difficult situation, but I promise you, there's a whole community of moms who have been right where you are now. We face the sleepless nights, the worry, the trial and error, and we've come out on the other side with valuable experiences and insights to share. So, as you dive into this audiobook, picture yourself surrounded by fellow moms who have navigated the journey of MSPI. We're here to offer a shoulder to lean on, to share our stories, and to reassure you that you are stronger and more capable than you may realize. It's important to remember that with perseverance and patience, you and your baby will overcome this obstacle and thrive. MSPI may seem daunting, but together, we can tackle it head-on, learn from one another, and find solutions that work best for you and your little one. As you listen, take comfort in knowing that you're a part of a supportive community of moms who have faced similar challenges and come out on the other side. We're all in this together, and I firmly believe that with the right knowledge and support, you and your baby will flourish. So let's embark on this journey together with the reassurance that you're not alone and the conviction that you and your baby will overcome MSPI and thrive. You've got this, Mama. Chapter 1. Understanding MSPI. Definition of MSPI. Hey there. Let's take a moment to talk about milk soy protein intolerance, or MSPI for short. You might be wondering what exactly it is. Well, MSPI is a condition that some infants experience when their little bodies have a hard time breaking down and digesting proteins found in milk and soy products. Don't confuse this with a true food allergy, like cow's milk or soy allergy, as MSPI doesn't involve the immune system and is usually less severe. Now, it's important to know that MSPI is different from lactose intolerance. Lactose intolerance is when someone has trouble digesting lactose, a sugar found in milk. It's actually pretty rare in infants, but more common in older children and adults. The good news is that most babies with MSPI will outgrow it by the time they're around 12 months old, and many even by 6 months. This happens because as their digestive systems mature, they get better at handling milk and soy proteins. So, to sum it up, MSPI is a condition where a baby's body struggles to digest proteins in milk and soy products, which can cause discomfort and various symptoms. It's not a true food allergy, and it's different from lactose intolerance. And remember, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Most babies with MSPI will outgrow it as their little tummies develop and mature. Signs and symptoms. When it comes to MSPI, you might be wondering what signs and symptoms to look out for in your little one. Well, let's dive into that topic so you can be prepared and know what to watch for. Gastrointestinal distress. One of the most common signs of MSPI is gastrointestinal distress. This can show up in a few different ways. Excessive gas. You may notice that your baby is passing gas more often than usual or seems uncomfortable and in pain from gas buildup. Diarrhea. Loose, watery stools can be a sign that your baby's body is struggling to digest milk or soy proteins. Vomiting. While occasional spit up is normal for babies, frequent vomiting or forceful spit up may indicate MSPI. Constipation. On the other hand, your baby might experience constipation, meaning fewer bowel movements and hard, dry stools as a result of MSPI. Stool changes. MSPI can cause mucus, discolored, green, grayish-black, or bloody stools, which can signal an issue with protein digestion. Skin issues. Another telltale sign of MSPI can be skin-related issues. Here's what you might see. Eczema. This is a red, itchy rash that can appear anywhere on your baby's body. It's often seen in infants with MSPI and can be quite uncomfortable for them. Rashes. Other types of rashes, such as red, bumpy, or irritated skin, can also be a sign of MSPI. Hives. Raised, red, itchy welts on the skin might pop up if your baby is reacting to milk or soy proteins. Respiratory problems. While less common, some babies with MSPI may experience respiratory issues. Keep an eye out for these symptoms. Wheezing. If your baby is making a high-pitched whistling sound when breathing, it could be a sign of MSPI-related respiratory issues. Coughing. A persistent cough, especially if it's not related to a cold or other illness, might be an indication of MSPI. Other respiratory issues. Some babies with MSPI might struggle with nasal congestion, runny noses, or even more severe breathing difficulties. Behavioral changes. Last but not least, you might notice changes in your baby's behavior if they're dealing with MSPI. Some of these changes can include fussiness. Your baby might become fussier than usual or be difficult to soothe due to the discomfort caused by MSPI. Irritability. MSPI can make your little one irritable and unhappy, making it tough for both you and your baby. Difficulty sleeping. With all the discomfort, your baby might have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, leading to even more fussiness and irritability. Remember, every baby is different, and some may show just one or two of these signs, while others may exhibit a combination of several symptoms. If you suspect your baby might have MSPI, it's essential to consult your pediatrician for guidance and support. In the meantime, keep a close eye on your little one and track any symptoms you notice. This information will be invaluable when discussing your concerns with your healthcare provider. And always trust your instincts. You know your baby better than anyone else, and if you feel that something is off, It's worth exploring further. Diagnosis process. Diagnosing MSPI can sometimes feel like solving a puzzle, especially since its symptoms can mimic other conditions. But don't worry, we're here to help you understand the typical process for diagnosing MSPI so you can have a better idea of what to expect. Let's break it down step by step. 1. Medical evaluation. The first step in diagnosing MSPI is to have a pediatrician examine your baby. They'll take a close look at the symptoms your little one is experiencing, as well as their medical history. It's also helpful for the doctor to know if there's any family history of food intolerances or allergies. This information can help them determine if MSPI is a possible cause of your baby's symptoms or if they should consider other conditions. 2. Elimination diet. Now, if your pediatrician thinks MSPI might be the culprit, they'll likely recommend an elimination diet. What does that mean? Well, if you're breastfeeding, it's the mom who'll need to eliminate dairy and soy products from her diet. If your baby is formula fed, they'll be switched to a dairy and soy-free formula instead. The goal of this elimination diet is to see if your baby's symptoms improve without dairy and soy in their system. During this time, it's crucial to be diligent about avoiding dairy and soy, as even small amounts can trigger symptoms in sensitive babies. This might mean reading food labels more carefully and being extra cautious when dining out. 3. Reintroduction test. If your baby's symptoms improve on the elimination diet, it's time to move on to the next step, reintroducing dairy and soy. This is done gradually to see if they trigger a recurrence of symptoms. But don't worry, your pediatrician will guide you through this process. For breastfeeding moms, this might involve adding small amounts of dairy or soy back into their diet and monitoring the baby for any signs of discomfort or distress. If there's no reaction, you can gradually increase the amount of dairy and soy in your diet. For formula-fed babies, the pediatrician might recommend transitioning to a partially hydrolyzed formula or one that contains small amounts of dairy and soy proteins. Again, you'll want to keep a close eye on your baby for any symptoms. The reintroduction phase can be a bit of trial and error process, but it's essential to determine if dairy and soy are indeed the culprits behind your baby's symptoms. If your baby reacts to the reintroduction of dairy and soy, you'll likely need to continue the elimination diet and work closely with your pediatrician to find the best feeding plan for your baby. Throughout this process, it's essential to keep an open line of communication with your healthcare provider. They're there to support you and guide you in making the best decisions for your baby's health. So there you have it. The process of diagnosing MSPI can be a bit challenging, but it's all about taking it one step at a time. With a medical evaluation, an elimination diet, and careful reintroduction test, you and your pediatrician can work together to determine if MSPI is the cause of your baby's symptoms. And remember, you're not alone. Many other parents have gone through this journey, and with perseverance and patience, you'll find the right path for your little one. Duration of problem foods in the system. One question that often comes up when dealing with MSPI is how long does it take for problem foods to leave the baby's system? It's a valid concern, and understanding the timeline can help set realistic expectations for symptom improvement. Let's dive into the details, shall we? First, let's talk about the half-life of proteins. You might remember from science class that a half-life is the time it takes for a substance to decrease by half. In the case of milk and soy proteins, the half-life is approximately 2 weeks. This means that after 2 weeks, only half of the original amount of proteins remains in the baby's system. Now, don't worry. This doesn't mean you have to wait a full 2 weeks before seeing any improvement in your baby's symptoms. In fact, Many babies start to show some relief within just a few days of eliminating dairy and soy from their diet. However, it's essential to keep in mind that it might take up to 2 weeks for the proteins to be completely eliminated from their system, and for some babies, it might take that long to see significant improvement in their symptoms. So what does this timeline look like in practice? Let's say you've just started an elimination diet for yourself, if you're breastfeeding, or your baby, if they're formula fed. Within the first few days, you might notice that your baby symptoms are starting to ease up a bit. This is a great sign, but it's essential to be patient and give the elimination diet some time to work its magic fully. As the days go by, you'll likely see a gradual improvement in your baby's symptoms. By the time you hit the 1-week mark, there's a good chance that many of the symptoms have decreased significantly or even disappeared entirely. However, if you're still noticing some symptoms after a week, don't be discouraged. Remember that it can take up to 2 weeks for the proteins to be completely eliminated from your baby's system. At the 2-week mark, if you've been diligent about avoiding dairy and soy in your diet or your baby's formula, you should hopefully see a substantial improvement in your baby's symptoms. At this point, it's essential to consult with your pediatrician to discuss the next steps, which might include reintroduction tests to confirm if dairy and soy are the culprits behind your baby's symptoms. Now, it's worth noting that every baby is different, and some might take a bit longer to see improvements, while others might show relief more quickly. Factors such as the baby's age, overall health, and the severity of their MSPI symptoms can all play a role in how quickly they respond to the elimination diet. So, to sum it up, while it can take up to 2 weeks for milk and soy proteins to be completely eliminated from your baby's system, many infants will show improvement in their symptoms within 1 to 2 weeks of eliminating dairy and soy from their diet. Patience is key during this process, and it's crucial to work closely with your healthcare provider to ensure the best possible outcome for your little one. And always remember that you're not alone in this journey. Many other moms have navigated the challenges of MSPI, and their experiences can provide valuable guidance and support. By staying informed, patient, and persistent, you and your baby will overcome this obstacle and thrive.